Yeah, I think it's a combination of nerves and just wondering if we're the same team as we were when we finished. When you start league, it doesn't matter how old you are or what you've done. It's you need to get into a rhythm, and you need to feel comfortable in your surroundings and what you're doing, and you need to have confidence that you still know how to play the game. And we saw that for sure the whole first set. A lot of tentative swings, slow movement, jerky movement, but also it's a new Kings team, and we didn't have any video or anything that we could game plan to use to get to know the opponent, so we had to learn them within the game. And that was part of the game plan, was that we just needed to be steady, we needed to hang in there. To be honest, I wondered if we would win the first set or even the second one, just based on some of the new players that they have on their side and what they could do. And I knew that it would be up to us. We'd have to learn their team as the game went on. But either way, once we got comfortable, then we started to settle in, and we played really well.
Is that team that you saw over the last 3 sets the team that you expect to see over the remainder of the season?
Oh, for sure, yeah. We didn't serve receive real well, and so that's definitely gonna have to be better. But we have weapons in every position. So as long as we can pass, it's gonna be really hard for teams to be able to compete with us. If you can put the ball away in every zone, it makes it hard for blocking and them keying on players, and it gives our hitters a lot of good looks. And so that in sets 3 and 4, we set the ball really well in transition, race spread the ball out, and really hard for that Kings team to block and defend when we're attacking from all zones.
I know you don't coach the other teams. What do you think it's like for these other teams having to play a national champion?
Well, if I was the coach that's going up against that team, I think every time that anybody plays us, they're the underdog, and so they have absolutely nothing to lose. So really, you just go out there and you play as hard as you can, and at the end of the day, you're not supposed to win. So if you do, great, right? And so it gives a little bit of incentive of you don't have to worry about losing, right? And lots of times teams they play not to lose versus play to win. And when you're playing a team that is supposed to be the best or has been the best in the past, you get to come in and just go after them. And if you lose, well, you were supposed to anyways, right? But if you end up upsetting them, that looks really good for you, right? So I think it all just depends on the mindset that you come in with. But at the same time, as we move forward, I think either we're going to have to play pretty poor, or another team's going to have to play really, really well to be able to beat us.
You said before the game that all the pressure was on them. It's not on you guys. But as a coach, did you feel like the pressure was on you?
Our season's really long, and so we can put as much pressure on ourselves as we want. At the end of the day, this is the first league game of the year, and so if we're gonna put a ton of pressure on ourselves that we have to win right now, we're definitely not focusing on the right things. Like the season's, it's a long haul, and everything's a process. And so we need to put last year behind us, and we're now focusing on what we're going to do this year. And if we just talk about what happened last year every time that something comes up, or whenever we're doing something, we're not focused on right now. And I've tried to make that really clear right from the very first practice of the season, where we came in, we looked up at the banners, and we said, last year was great, but this is a new season, so let's take a look at those this time, and now we're going to look at the next one we're going to hit.